Have you ever said yes when you really wanted to say no? Maybe you didn't want to upset someone, maybe you were worried they wouldn't like you, maybe you weren't even sure what you wanted. This is people pleasing, and it's something so many of us struggle with. It's not just about saying yes too much, it's about losing yourself in the process. But there's hope, you can change this. But it takes learning to do something we were never taught, tolerating not being liked. Let me tell you a story. I remember a time when I was in Wales with my boyfriend at the time, traveling with another couple, his friends. I really wanted to be like. Looking back, I think I wanted them to think I was easygoing, fun, the kind of person who just goes with the flow. That night it was cold and raining. We had two options, either sleep in our tents or stay at a friend's place. When they asked me what I wanted to do, I froze. My mind went blank. Now, keep in mind, I'm from a tropical country. I'm not built for cold, for camping the Welsh weather. But in that moment, I couldn't hear my own voice. It was like my real opinion was buried under layers of worry and overthinking. Do they think I'm too difficult? Do they think I'm needy? So I went along with the group, convincing myself I was fine. But I was not fine. That night, in the freezing tent, I was wide awake, shivering and miserable, and it took me days to admit to myself that deep down, I knew I didn't want to sleep in that tent. I was so focused on pleasing everyone else that I lost touch with my own needs. But why is it so hard to access our needs and then actually voice them? Because most of us were taught that keeping the peace was the right thing to do. Being agreeable is rewarded. It's validated by society. Early on, we learned that being a good boy or a good girl meant making people comfortable. That saying yes would keep us safe, included, and liked, while saying no might make us seem difficult, selfish, or unkind. Over time, this buries our own needs under layers of conditioning, guilt, and self-doubt. When you do this for long enough, you start merging with others. You stop knowing where their expectations end and where you begin. You ignore your discomfort, override your instincts, until one day you realize you don't even know what you truly want anymore. But what if, instead of being trained to keep the peace, we are taught to tolerate not being liked? Maybe then we would be more attuned to ourselves instead of constantly tuning into others. That's why breaking this pattern is so difficult, but it's possible. There are 5 key steps that helped me and that I now share with clients in therapy. I'll start by listing them and then I'll break each one down so you can see how they work in your life. Step 1, recognize the pattern. Step 2, pause and check in with your body. Step 3, turn down the inner critic, turn up the inner voice. Step 4, be willing to tolerate discomfort. Step 5, practice small no's. Now let's go deeper into each one. 1, recognize the pattern. Start by paying attention to when you say yes because you truly want to or when you're doing just to keep the peace. That night in Wales, I ignored my needs completely. I wasn't fine, but I convinced myself I was because I didn't want to seem difficult. That's the pattern I tend to please in romantic relationships. Step 2, pause and check in with your body. When you feel that automatic urge to say yes, pause, slow down. Your body usually knows what it wants before your mind catches up. If I had done this that night, I would have noticed that I was cold, uncomfortable, and exhausted. My body already knew that I needed, but I wasn't listening. Step 3, turn down the inner critic, turn up the inner voice. The voice saying they will think I'm too difficult, they will think I'm needy, that's not your truth. That's conditioning. Your inner voice, the one that knows what you want, is always there. The more you practice listening to it, the clearer it gets. Number 4, be willing to tolerate discomfort. Not everyone will like your boundaries. That's normal. It might feel awkward or even painful to let someone down, but that discomfort is temporary. Don't abandon yourself just to avoid a few minutes of social tension. It's not worth the price you pay afterwards. Number 5, practice small no's. If setting big boundaries feels overwhelming, start small. Say no to that extra task at work or the coffee date you don't really want or that quick favor that drains you. Small no's build confidence, and before you know it, saying no to sleeping in freezing tent becomes a lot easier. If this sounds familiar, therapy can help. This platform connects with the therapists, including myself, who specialize in boundaries and self-trust. You don't have to figure it out alone. Check the link below to find out more.